What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Good morning. It is your diva and knowledge lady Mocha representing Mocha Cafe Day Paris. No, I'm going to always serve you wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. Big ups to all of my subscribers, those of you who have been rocking with me from day one and are still dedicated to my channel. I really appreciate y'all devotion and dedication. And those of you who have just subscribed to me recently, I welcome you to Mocha's Cafe family. And if you like today's content and you like what you hear, please make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified in the new future. What's up to everybody coming in to the chat room? Thought it was imperative that I brought y'all a little bit of media gossip, which I don't do too much content on these type of things like this because it's already a lot of YouTubers that are constantly speaking on these types of issues. So I try to stray away from it. But your girl, Evelyn Lozada, I'm telling you, this Evelyn, they call her Evelyn, but I call her Evelyn because Evelyn is back to her mean girl shenanigans. Yes, y'all heard it correctly. Your girl is back on social media streets, and unfortunately she's getting a lot of bad flack. What's up, Nadia, Naima, King Bye, everybody who's coming in? I understand some of you are at work, so you probably can't come in and chat, so I get it. Like I said, I'm unemployed right now until I work Monday, so I'm getting all of my fun out my system. I'm going to get toasted this weekend and everything because I'm going to be in some very, very extensive training. I've been in police academy before, so I already know that is going to be on and popping. So I just want to enjoy my last week and have a little bit of fun. So anyway, like you, Naima, I feel you. I've been stopped watching these reality shows, to be honest with you. That the only reason I found out about this incident was because it popped up on my social media alert. Other than that, I've been stopped watching these shows. I'm not a fan of the Basketball Wives. I'm not a fan of Love and Hip Hop anymore. I'm over these reality shows because what I'm starting to notice is that a lot of them are scripted. Reality shows used to really be reality shows. Remember that? Remember like The Real World from MTV. It was a couple of other reality shows that were really reality shows, but now that stuff is all scripted, man. You can just tell it's scripted because the lineup is always the same. They always pick a group of women. It's always that one pretty girl that's always mean and nasty. It's usually all like that. They're starting to pick the same people. I noticed they're starting to just pick up a group of pretty women, successful women, and the majority of them have bad attitudes. The majority of them are nasty. The majority of them are arrogant and cocky. They're starting to pick the same type of women when it comes to these reality shows. We see it on Love and Hip Hop. Like I said, we see it on Basketball Wives. We see it on. They had a couple of shows that got canceled. I think one was called the ex Baller Wives and all kind, whatever it was called. But I don't watch it like I used to, because I'm just getting tired of grown women going at each other, calling each other the B words, calling each other the whole word. And I'm like, it's starting to become juvenile. Now, first, when, a couple of years ago, it was entertaining to me. Maybe because I was younger. I used to think it was funny, watching black women go at each other's throat. And Evelyn, we all know, anybody who has, if you don't watch reality shows anymore, but for anybody who used to watch reality shows, everybody who knows that Evelyn Lozada has always had a reputation of being so evil and nasty. And it amazes me. What's up, E. Alice? Good morning. It amazes me that for Evelyn to be such a beautiful woman, she's a very pretty woman. She has a nice shape. She has her own little empire going. I think she sells shoes and things like that. So she got some. I would give her that. She's smart business wise. She has her own little business. But we all know, just because a woman is successful, just because a woman has a good job, this is a prime example that she can have all of that and yet still be dysfunctional as hell. Um, exactly, King Bob. What's up, underrated darkness? What's good? Good to see you. Yeah, so y'all girl, Evelyn Lozada, she may get the boot this time because I think she put a foot in her mouth. Like I said, anybody who has been following Evelyn, if you remember Evelyn, like I said, I don't watch reality shows anymore. I've been tired of it. I've been tired of Basketball Wives. I'm sick of them. They don't need to do another season. All of these women, most of them are grandmothers by now. And anybody who remember Lozada had a real, real bad temper. Evelyn always had a very bad temper. Remember when she jumped on the table wanting to jump Jennifer, kicking off her shoes, throwing glass bottles. I mean, for all these women to be successful, all y'all making money, it just goes to show you, just because somebody makes money, it doesn't mean it's going to change their personality. It doesn't mean it's going to make them more humble. All of these women are up here going back and forth with he say, she say stuff. I'm like, look, I'm trying to figure out how to pay off my goddamn college loan. All you hoes up here got good jobs, making good money. Y'all all successful, and y'all all up here eating at the finest restaurants. Y'all up here going traveling in Europe and Peru and all these fancy places, and y'all go in these exquisite restaurants and cuisine, um 5-star, restaurants, and y'all up here acting like project chicks. Y'all throwing glasses at each other, y'all calling each other all type of names. I'm like, half of y'all are married to successful men. Y'all are married to basketball players, the football players, and you got grown women scrapping it out like high school chicks in the locker room. And it's very embarrassing. And this is the reason why black women, again, we can't progress, we can't get ahead because of this type of ratchet ass behavior. Now, moving on to what your girl Evelyn Lozada, for those of you who haven't been keeping up, because again, I know y'all done fell out of love with reality shows. So have I. Like I said, a lot of these shows are scripted now, and a lot of these black women are not understanding. The only reason they allow us to be a part of certain shows, the only reason they allow us to be a part of a certain brand, because they know we are going to act up. Yes. One thing about black women, we love to get an audience. We love to entertain. We love to be seen. So a lot of these executive producers that are non-black, and I'm gonna say it as polite as I can, a lot of these executive producers that are non-black, they know how to pick and choose us, especially as Black women, because they know we love to perform and act like clowns. They know we love to give them a show. They know we love to act up. And it amazes me that a lot of these Black women really, really think that they're being picked and chosen because of their talents, because of their skills. They're not getting chosen because of that. They're getting chosen because they know we're going to help increase their ratings. We're going to help boost their views because we're going to perform like the clowns that they expect us to perform as. Now, this was going on with Evelyn Lozada. Basically, she posted a comment on the, I think, what, her Instagram account, and basically she done brought a lot of heat on herself. Uh, Basketball wife star OG claims Evelyn Lozada is racist, contradicts herself in similar posts. Now, OG, for those of y'all who have not been keeping up, you know they always got to change the cast. I don't know much of her because, like I said, I don't watch this garbage anymore, because, again, it is not entertaining to me anymore to see Black women go back and forth, drag each other through the mud, and so I don't watch this stuff anymore. But OG is somebody, is one of the ladies that have just joined the cast. She's a dark-skinned woman, and she's a very pretty dark-skinned woman. All of the women on the show are, for the most part, pretty women. They know how to pick who they want to pick. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when it comes to these type of shows, they're going to usually pick the most attractive women. They're not going to pick somebody who looks like she works behind a register at Dollar General somewhere. You know what I mean? So I'm on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and of course I still watch My Housewife. Yes, now Alice, that is my show. I'm addicted to Love and Marriage Huntsville. I actually need to do a commentary on that because I just heard some very, very disturbing news about my girl Mel and her husband. Girl, that thing is a hot mess. Yes. Now I love and Marriage Huntsville, and I do watch Love After Lockup. Now those shows I watch. Now I do watch some reality shows, but anything with a bunch of Black women in it, I really don't watch that mess no more. I just, because I'm tired of it. Hell, all the drama that's going on YouTube, I might as well watch goddamn YouTube. I don't have to watch Basketball Wives. Or the way these Black women be beefing on YouTube, all I got to do is click on my PC. There goes the beef. But anyway, the season of Basketball Wives is ready to come to a close, but that doesn't mean the drama ends. VH1 stars Evelyn Lozada and Ogum OG Chijindu have been arguing back and forth on social media over numerous issues. However, it really came to blows when OG called Evelyn racist after she responded to OG's trolling with a message of her own. So this is the post that Evelyn Lozada, put this out the way. This is the post that Evelyn Lozada put, y'all. She says, nobody watches you harder than the people that can't stand you. And of course, she cropped out a monkey. Y'all see the damn monkey. Her telling how that pass around chick thing. Exactly, Nadia. Yeah. So as y'all can see, Evelyn done mess up. Why did she have to put this monkey? And that's a big deal. There was a reality show. I think when she was on Love and Hip Hop, Hazel E did the same thing. But I don't know what it is about light-skinned women or fair complexion women. They're getting more and more comfortable in the industry to be labeling darker skinned women monkeys and apes and all of that. Hazel E did the same thing. She was on Love and Hip Hop. And ever since then, Hazel E has been catching it. Nobody won't put her on the show. Nobody won't sign her. She call herself trying to be a record. You got to be careful. Once you get a bad taste on your name in the industry, you block your blessings, and a lot of people will not rock with you. A lot of people will not give you a fair chance once you taint yourself. Now, that was a screenshot of this is a screenshot of how OG responded back to Lozada's post. When she put this post with the monkey, um, one second. Hello? see, but okay, so going back, I don't know how I came back to that. But going back to what I was saying, OG had responded back and basically, wow. So now black women are monkeys. So now Evelyn done opened a whole can of worms, unfortunately, with this comment that she had made. And this is what OG responded back. Wow. So now black women are monkeys. Everyone boycott this trash box. You are disgusting. Nobody watches you harder than people that can't stand you. Okay, and she circled that monkey. And this is what black women have to understand. There was already beef between OG and Evelyn. These two had already been beefing for a significant amount of time. So she fell right into OG's plans. She fell right into her hands now, because now OG has something she can use against her. And you know, these shows, they are strict when it comes to any type of racist statements, any type of racist comments. Bravo and TLC, these shows, they don't play that racism mess, because they have a mixed audience, mixed viewers that watch and support their channel. So she done opened a whole can of worms just with this one statement. Now, even if she didn't mean nothing by it, the point of the matter is she she basically gave OG the upper hand when she posted this monkey. She fell right into the plan. And then you have to realize, some black women, they do have the tendency to poke you, to try to poke the bear. They want you to get out of character. What's up, Bucket? Cardi B did the same thing. Yep, exactly. And Cardi B, I guess the only reason she's somewhat, they slid her by and gave her a pass, I guess because maybe because she's a rapper, and maybe because they're so used to Cardi B coming out her mouth all kind of way. I'm not sure how she's been able to get a pass thus far or whatever, but it doesn't work that way for everybody, and it may not work that way for Evelyn. Now, OG is going to use this against her, because OG already cannot stand Evelyn. These two do not like each other. These two do not rock with each other. So when Evelyn made this statement, it just made OG's day, because now OG can use it against her. And from woman to black woman, when you are already beefing with another black woman, she wants you to get out of character. That way she can use it against you. And Evelyn fell into the enemy's hands. Now, OG posted, everybody boycott this trash box. You're disgusting. Nobody watches you harder than the people that can't stand you. Evelyn then ended the IG story post by using a gif of an ape yelling. OG then responded via Twitter, and there it is. Show your true colors, you racist bigot. You call Cece Ling Ling, Jackie a cockroach, and now me a monkey. May God take care of you. Well, Evelyn Lozada. VH1 not okay. Hashtag I heart OG. Nigerian knockout. Hashtag BBWLA. Hashtag VH1. Hashtag basketball wives. Hashtag Evelyn Lozada, the racist. Hashtag boom. That was all OG wanted. And the thing about it is, let me tell y'all something. Evelyn is a veteran with basketball wives. She should know by now, there's certain things you don't say and there's certain things you don't do. She's been rocking with this show for a minute. And as always, Evelyn is a hothead. She can't keep her composure. When she gets mad, she jumps off the hinges all of the time. Anybody who used to be a fan of them know how Evelyn gets down. And as soon as I thought Evelyn had calmed down and humbled herself, she's right back at it again. So basically, let me finish with this though. Despite OG's claims that Evelyn is a racist, she herself has been known to use the monkey emoji in her previous post where she referred to herself and others as a monkey. A few months ago, during her birthday, she responded to fellow castmate CC post on Instagram story by putting monkey see, monkey do, along with the two monkey emojis. Screenshot of OG referring to herself as a monkey. So as you can see here, a couple of months ago, Evelyn did do a post, monkey see, monkey do. Really wasn't no harm in this particular post, but I guess they're trying to say, being that she did post monkeys before, that she didn't really mean anything by it this particular time. But this is nothing compared to this. This is a whole nother situation. I don't that one has nothing to do with the other. That was like an invitation, a party invitation or whatever. This right here is total disrespect. I don't care how anybody looks at it. You could slice it or dice it. She could have put anything other than a monkey there, okay? But she knew what she was doing. Um, let me see. OG claims that Lozada had been bullying and harassing the black women who appear along her side on the TV show, which she's always done that, despite the basis of her claims being a tool that she always uses herself on social media. Socialites, do y'all think Evelyn's post was more offensive than OG's? So basically, from the looks of this whole situation here, it's just a typical BFF, black female fuckery. Um, black women that have a difference in opinion. And unfortunately, it has surfaced to social media. And this is what this always happens whenever you have black women that are beefing or have conflict with one another. Just sooner or later it keeps festering, it keeps growing. And OG and Evelyn have been beefing for quite some time now, and now it's just all reached in head. This is OG and Evelyn here, and it all has just reached a head now, and now it's to the point now where uh, Evelyn's career may be in jeopardy, all because of one statement she made on her Instagram account. And again, we're in a very sensitive society. You can't say stuff about gays all kind of way. You can't say stuff about um um women because of the Me Too movement. You can't say all kind of stuff. You just have to be very mindful of what you say and how you say it, because it could come back to harm you. It could come back to bite. And my only problem with Evelyn has always been, she's always had that mean girl syndrome with her. As I stated, she's always been a very beautiful woman. She's always been a successful woman. But being beautiful and being successful does not make you less exempt from being a drama queen. And basically, I just think Evelyn, with all her success, and all of her booty and her beauty, I just personally think she's a little miserable. Evelyn hasn't had the best of luck in men lately. As beautiful as she is, Evelyn has not had the best of luck with men. Um, Her first husband, I know he was a basketball player, Antoine. I forgot the man's name. I think his name was Antoine something. She's had several relationships, but I know I just remember he was an athlete, and basically they said he went broke behind her. I don't know if it was so much bad investments that he made or not. But basically, when he lost all his funds and his money got high and dry, she basically bounced or whatever. And she left the relationship once he became broke. As long as, okay, Antoine Walker, that Anton Walker, okay, yeah, he was an NBA star. Let me see who the hell he played for. The Celtics, the Mavericks, the Hawks, and the Heats. Yeah, okay. So she was with him from 98 until 2008. Then, again, when he got broke, when the money was gone, the honey was gone. Then she got with Chad Johnson on November 16th, 2010. She got with Chad Ochocinco. And I remember, if any of you remember, I remember when she screwed Antoine. I mean, not Antoine. She screwed Chad Johnson the first night on the show. This was in the early season of Basketball Wives. That was when the show kind of first came out. She screwed him the first night. Just had met him. Okay, so this lets y'all know. This gives you an idea of Evelyn's psyche, and what type of the level of thinking that she's on. She's all about trying to get with men that are on the come up. men who are successful. And basically, he had proposed to her on the show, whatever, and everything was going smooth and cool, calm, and collective. And the big thing with that was I remembered the big uh fiasco came out when Chad Ochocinco head butted Evelyn. And of course her picture went viral showing a big nasty cut, you know, on the side of her forehead. So Chad he almost lost a lot of endorsements behind that. I can't remember if he got cut from the team or what. But he had a lot of heat on him when that picture went viral of Evelyn with that big ass gash on the side of her forehead. But believe it or not, a lot of people was coming to Chad's defense saying that Evelyn deserved it. She's a hothead, and basically, and I don't condone a man hitting a woman. I don't condone a woman hitting a man. But basically, based on her being known to be this mean girl, to be, you know, this beastie ass bitch on these reality shows, a lot of people kind of felt like she deserved it. I mean, I don't think that's nice. What's up, Angela? I don't think that was cool. I don't think that was nice. But because of the reputation she had with these reality shows, a lot of people didn't feel sorry for her, to the point to where she had to do an interview explaining that, okay, I know I was wrong for how I carried myself on these reality shows, but still, it's not right, you know, for a man to put his hands on a woman and this and that. But everybody was like, I know this ain't the same Evelyn crying for sympathy that was jumping on tables, throwing glasses, throwing champagne bottles. Now she wants empathy. Oh, poor Evelyn. What could you have done to Chad to make him want to snap on you? So her and Chad, that whole incident, that whole altercation that went down, they had matter of fact, I believe they was in the middle of doing a reality show with just him and her together. And I can tell you it was very painful seeing the both of them together, because you can just see the chemistry was not there, and she was trying so hard to force it. And when they call themselves having this wedding, because I don't know if they got married or not, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember when Evelyn and Chad so happened you know, was having their wedding. I remember I saw the wedding photo. So I don't know if they got married or not. I remember the wedding photo being in Essence magazine, one of those magazines. I knew Chad did not mean Evelyn well. The biggest sign to me on that wedding picture, what stood out to me was, more than anything, was the type of shoes Chad had on. I'm gonna see if I can find. Let me see. Chad and Evelyn wedding picture. When I saw his shoes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a big red flag. That wedding was not okay. Yep, it's here. So I think they did get married, but I think the wedding, I think it ended up getting annulled. But I remember, because you know she was doing the most. She was bragging. She was acting like, "What's up, hello, Tyrone? Good to see you." She was doing all the bragging, acting like, you know, her and Chad really had it going on. I knew Chad was playing with her when I saw his shoes that he had on in the wedding. I knew right then, I ain't trying to be funny, but I knew right then when Chad Ochocinco had on these shoes, I knew he did not mean Evelyn no good. Because think about it. What groom wants to outshine his wife wedding dress? You get what I'm saying? This dude had on gold shoes with, I mean, gold, and I'm sure they hella expensive. His shoes probably cost more than my goddamn 2016 Toyota RAV4. Okay, so his shoes are gold. I don't know if this gold suede or what, and they had gold spikes on them. I knew right then this man was not serious about marrying this woman. Because, like I said, what groom wants to outshine his wife? You get what I'm saying? Most men who get married, they wear regular black shoes like they wear, you know, they dress like a groom. This man was up here dressing like he had a model photo shoot. I knew he was not serious about her. I'm like, if Evelyn couldn't read the flags that this man was not serious about her, looking at his gold shoes, that was a big sign that he still was trying to make the wedding all about him. He was trying to make the wedding all about him. No man is not going to sit there with him kind of goddamn shoes at his wife's wedding. Come on. So anyway, they was the perfect couple, and he brought her the pretty Range Rover and all of this and that, and she had the beautiful wedding dress, and that was a recipe for goddamn disaster. That marriage dropped very quick. It didn't even get anywhere. It didn't even get anywhere basically. And especially when that situation came out when he had butted her. They could not premiere the show. They could not show the reality show that they did together or whatever. So that got canceled because Chad and Evelyn had a show that was getting ready to come out. What's up, Brock? And that got canceled. So that didn't that relationship flopped, and so did the reality show. Then in 2012 she married so she did marry him. Okay. So yeah, she married him, Chad, in 2012. And yeah, that was when Johnson was arrested on the charge of domestic battery. Yep, that's when that situation came out. So that same year, when they married in July, when Evelyn and Chad married in July, she ended up divorcing him in August, claiming that the marriage was irretrievably broken, and the divorce was finalized on September 12th. So, all that showboating and the marriage basically plunged. He received a year of probation, and after that, she went ahead and she dated Carl Crawford. He's a big time baseball player. I don't know who he plays for. I don't know anything about sports. So if you guys want to mention it, I don't know. She married, she dated him in 2013. Then she announced their engagement within that same year. And then she gave birth to their son in 2014. So as you can see, Evelyn Lozada, again, she's the come up queen. As you can see, she has a pattern of only dealing with athletes. Okay. So between Antoine Walker and Chad and Carl Crawford, that already lets you know how she gets down. So if anybody wants to get with it, Evelyn, you're going to have to be an athlete. I don't either, Bronx. So I mean, we on the same page. I don't know much about sports. But matter of fact, Carl Crawford. Okay, this is him here. They call him a perfect storm. He's a professional baseball left-hander. Okay, so he plays for Los Angeles. Okay, and when she got with him, everybody knew it was a come-up thing because dude looked nothing like her type. I mean, he like a simple type of guy. He's not an ugly man, but he's not top notch, handsome or whatever. But he's a nice looking guy or whatever. But everybody kind of knew, you know what I mean? she wasn't she wasn't with him because of his looks. She was with him because this man had millions. He had just signed a contract around that time for millions. I think he's retired now. I'm not sure. I don't know. He ended up calling off their engagement in 2017. She was trying to get pregnant from him one more time. Evelyn was trying to get another baby from Carl Crawford. She had her eggs saved in one of those fertility clinics. She did get lucky and she did get one son out of him. What's up? 267 Technologies. She was lucky and she did get one son. But what ended up happening was Carl Crawford got smart. He realized that Evelyn, which he should have known that from the start, but he realized that Evelyn was only about his money and nothing else. So he bounced. He left her. And when I say that totally destroyed her, that devastated her because she was banking on getting pregnant for the second time. She wanted that second baby from him so bad because that would have been another bag that she was going to be able to secure. She already has a son from him. I think her son is what, maybe 5 or 6 or something like that. So she's already getting child support from him for that one son, but she wanted more than the child support. She wanted Carl Crawford to wife her and marry her. And once he realized that she was all about his money, he said, hell no. No, she wanted the whole package. She wanted the mansion. She wanted the cars. She wanted the rich husband. And Carl Crawford, he woke up and he smelled the coffee. He said, hell no. And he broke off the engagement. He broke it off. And Carl Crawford has since then moved on. And he has had a child from a whole nother woman since then. And I know that was a slap in the face, practically, to her or whatever. And that devastated her. She even admitted it. She stated that, she had went through all that process of getting those eggs saved. And any woman who's ever tried to have a child and go through fertility clinics know that it is a process. It's not like a drive-through where you could order some eggs and say, okay, I want to get pregnant by next week. Give me a boy or girl. It does not work like that. It's a process, it's a procedure, it's time consuming, and it's very expensive. So she went through all of getting eggs and stuff hatched and saved, and he dropped the ball on her when she least expected it. Not only that, actually before she did give birth to the first son, keep in mind Evelyn had took Carl Crawford away from a previous relationship that he was in. He was already with a woman. And Evelyn had no care, no concern how the other woman was hurt, that she basically had pulled Carl from up under her. And Evelyn didn't have no remorse about it. She was shining, with Carl Crawford. She was stunting, wearing his ring. She ain't felt bad about it. She knew Carl had already was in a relationship. He already had kids from the previous woman. The first wife or whatever, girlfriend or whatever, she was devastated because she was blindsided. Evelyn, used her usual gold digging tactics. I don't know if she made him feel like king of the jungle in the bedroom. I don't know if she gave him the blowjob of his life or what, but whatever she did, she was able to swoon Carl Crawford to come from up under, the woman he was in a relationship with, to be with her and give her a child. So it was down to backfire. When you take somebody's man away from them, and you had no remorse, you had no shame, you had no embarrassment, guess what? You're going to have to pay your debt to what is called karma. And you have a lot of women who pull that bull crap. They sit up here, you take somebody's man, and you want to shine and stunt. Yeah, boom, I got your man. I got your boyfriend. I got your man. I don't know if y'all remember that song. Boom, I got your boyfriend. I got your man. But anyway, Evelyn ain't had no remorse. She ain't gave a damn. She hurt that. She didn't care that the other woman was hurt. And now for it to turn around and for it to happen to her. Of course it was gonna happen to her. You get them the way you lose them. That's why I've never been one. I don't want nobody's husband because I don't want your problem. I'm not trying to create karma. I don't want nobody man. I don't want nobody baby daddy. I don't want nobody husband. Because all you do is you open the door to karma. Okay. And that's what happened. So Carl Crawford left Evelyn just like he left the first woman. And she went through all that producing them extra eggs for nothing because he ended up getting a whole nother chick pregnant. And this is the thing that a lot of women are not understanding. As a black woman, just because you are beautiful and you have a nice body and you are successful, that does not make you wife material. Okay? Exactly. I don't know what it is about us as black women. We automatically think we in there because we look good, and Evelyn is flawless. I would give her that. She has a nice body. She. I don't think she wears weave like that or whatever. She really looks good to be in her 40s. I have to hand that to her. But with all of that, there's some type of dysfunction with this woman. This woman has issues. You see her track record. Every guy she's ever dated has been an athlete. You know what I mean? So a lot of men you cannot go by because a woman doesn't wear a weave, because she wears natural, because she goes to the gym, because her body looks good, and all of that. And I understand that's important. As a man, you're supposed to have a preference. You're not supposed to just lower your standards. But what I'm saying is women who look like they got it together, I don't care if she got her own job, I don't care if she has a high position in her workplace, she's by herself for a reason. A lot of single women, single mothers, they're single for a reason. Okay. I know she can 267. I'm sure Evelyn can get it from you in just about half of a minute in this chat room. But are you going to marry her? That's the question. Are you going to wife her? That's the question. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I know. So that's what I'm saying. You cannot go by how a woman looks anymore. Just because a woman is attractive, just because a woman has a good career and she makes a lot of money, underneath that she may have a lot of dysfunction. She may be a narcissist. It's a lot of, she may be bipolar. She may have some undercover issues that nothing about. So I don't know what y'all opinion on this situation. Do y'all really think that Evelyn took it too far this particular time by making this statement with a monkey posted? Or do you think maybe we're just looking in it too deep? She was just upset, she wasn't thinking. You know how women could be catty. When we get mad, we love to post on Instagram. Females do not know how to keep their composure when they get in their feelings. They got to go to Twitter. They got to go to YouTube. They got to go to Facebook. They have to go through some type of social media to get their point across. And that's why I tell you men, I don't care how good a woman looks, make sure her brain looks as good as her body. Make sure her brain is intact. Because what a lot of women are starting to do now, they know that they have some undercover lying issues. So what a lot of single women are starting to do now, they're compensating for their mental illnesses by having good jobs, by getting all type of surgery done to their bodies. They're getting all type of things done to compensate for you not being able to notice their mental illnesses and issues. Pretty cover, but the book is in the garbage. King Bod, that's exactly what I'm insinuating. So that's why I'm stating you got to be very careful. When you're dealing with these type of females, you cannot go by how they look anymore. You cannot go by, oh, she has a good job. She's working over here making x amount of money. She's a lawyer. She's a doctor. She's a RN. She got all these high positions. That does not mean she does not have some type of dysfunction. Men, don't stick your thing in crazy. Women, don't let crazy stick this thing in you. Exactly. Exactly. And y'all are going to find out single women these days, they're reaching more and more and more to get attention. And again, because a lot of these women, it's kind of hard to get a man in the marketing world, in the dating world, because you have to be marketable. And the problem with a lot of us as Black women, some of us is just not marketable. We're not wife material. Just because a woman looks good, she has a good job, makes good money, it doesn't automatically make her wife material. She may be a good provider. She may can help you with the bills and things of that nature. But you really have to understand and study exactly. You got to understand and study the psyche of that type of female that you're dealing with, because a lot of these females, a lot of them are a piece of work. When you see a woman that's very confrontational, she's catty, she's going back and forth. She always has to be on the scene. She's very boisterous. She does not know how to humble herself. If you see a woman doing this on social media, you see her doing this in the workplace, on your job, in your neighborhood, you already know that's a big red flag. You don't want to deal with a woman that's confrontational, that's combative, that likes to argue, that looks for drama anywhere she can find it. Mocha, all I'm gonna have to do is check a woman's last 10 posts to get an idea who she is. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right because women are very boisterous. Eventually they will tell on themselves. Eventually, they're going to show their true colors. A woman that's crazy, you can't hide crazy but so much. So much. Tell you that now. You can only hide crazy, but so much. If you take the time to get to know her before you take her to bed, before you ask her out, you just, date her for a while. Eventually, you're going to see crazy. You're going to see crazy sooner or later. Because again, a lot of these single women, they know they're not marketable because a lot of them have liability, they have excess baggage, they got a lot of responsibilities from prior relationships. So the thing is, the majority of them know they're not really marketable, which brings me to my next point. How single dysfunctional women try to market themselves. Now we all know in the dating world, I don't knock people who are single. I feel like if you are single, you have your reasons. It's better to be single than to get in a relationship just to say you got a man, just to say you got a woman. I think it's very important that a person first makes themselves whole before they try to get with somebody else. And the thing about it is, a lot of women, they're not whole; they're only half. And the mistake that we make as Black women, when we are half, we think that we can find a man and add him to our half to help us feel whole. When the truth of that matter is, you have to make yourself become whole before any man can become your half. You have to already be whole, and that's the problem with a lot of Black women. We go to men, we try to seek for men, we seek men hoping that they can help us to become whole. Um, in the Black community, there are nearly 8 out of 10 single parent households. The dating market is almost becoming non-existent. Men are being taught not to date anymore, and the reason for that is because most don't believe that single women are marketable for various reasons. I've cruised by many men channels to hear their opinion on dating Black women, and I find it very ironic that many of them said that they wouldn't even pay for a full meal, but they would rather take a woman out to like get some coffee or pastry, but not even a whole real breakfast. And this is just how bad dating has become for Black women. Black women are gonna is gonna Black women are gonna have a harder time. It's already becoming very challenging um getting a man to be interested in them. Because it's to the point now, men don't even want to pay for a whole meal anymore. They don't even think Black women are worth a whole meal because now it's this thing of if I take her out and pay for her a meal, that's probably the only thing she's interested in. She's probably only interested in me paying for her meal. She's only interested in me showing her a good time. And after that, she's going to go on her merry way and probably let Pookie bang her back out that night after I done spent all my money. I'm the nice guy spending my money. I may be the dude she pass up. I may be the dude she may not even give any. She'll just be using me for meals and for good times. And meanwhile, letting Pookie bang her back out every chance he gets. So you have a lot of men that are straying away from really, really dating women because there's unfortunately there's too many Black women that have given Black men a bad perception that we are all about getting money from men, free meals, using them just to have a good time because we're going through a bad moment in our life, or the man who we really want don't want us. So I'ma just kick it with this dude just until the real dude, the man I really want, come back to me, or the man I really want gives in to me. So I'm just gonna rock with this dude and take some free meals, take some red lobsters, get some Chinese food, have some free drinks or whatever with this dude, and that's as far as it's gonna go. I'ma just use him for that. That way, he's just filling in the gaps or filling in the space until I get the man that I really want. Men are using women and women are using men. And you absolutely right, Brock. And it's going both ways. And because men back then men didn't mind dating a woman, taking her out for a meal and all of that, and he didn't feel like he was being used. Even if he done paid for $60, $70 for Red Lobster, it didn't hurt him none. It didn't break his bank account. So if she didn't show no more interest in him after that, he didn't feel robbed. He didn't feel cheated. He didn't feel like, oh, she done pimped me. She done used me. She done took advantage of me. Men didn't care about that back then because dating was about taking a woman out. That's how you would get to know somebody, over a good meal, over dinner. That was the thing to do. But now that we have social media, and it's basically a lot of women, we have messed ourselves up with social media because we don't become so thirsty. You know, cyber thought and going in men's spaces and hey, going on social media spaces where men hang out and where men are known to kind of reside, or coexist at. Now we just go in these places, and that is how we meet men now. A lot of women are meeting men through social media. They're meeting them through YouTube. They're meeting them through Instagram and Facebook. And social media has took away the curiosity of men really wanting to date us. Back during my era, I was able to date. There was no Facebook, there was no social media. So I had the privilege of being taken out on real dates. I had men take me to dinner. I had men take me to basketball games. I've had men take me to concerts. I had the privilege of that. Social media don't ruin that. Now, dudes, they get to cut all kind of corners now. Like one of the ladies in here mentioned, I don't know who mentioned it, but somebody mentioned earlier in here, um, you know, you can learn a lot about a woman seeing how she, based on what she posts, listening to what she says. You can learn a lot about a woman based on what she posts in chat rooms, what she posts on her timeline on Facebook, what she posts on her Twitter and her Instagram. You can learn a lot about these women because some of these women don't know how to hold water. They basically let you know they smiling with their vagina through these social media sites by trying to court men, giving men pet names. Hey boo, hey so and so, how you doing? Single women, a lot of these women, they have to come to social media because, again, they cannot get that attention in real life. If they really was getting the attention in real life, they wouldn't be courting so much on social media. If they looked as good as they say they look and all of that, they wouldn't be constantly hanging out in the chat rooms with the men. They wouldn't constantly be in male spaces, trying to earn the admiration and attention of other men. So a lot of these women who pretend that they are very confident and act like they're very sure of themselves, they wouldn't constantly be on social media. The reality is men now don't even consider the majority of single women worth French toast, pancakes, sausage, hash browns, and scrambled eggs with cheese, but simply just a damn cup of coffee. This is now where we are, ladies. They don't even think we are worth IHOP. They don't even think they don't even think we're worth an all-star meal at Waffle House. And the only thing that comes with that is toast, scrambled eggs, hash brown, and a cup of coffee. They don't even feel we are valuable for a full breakfast. There are many single women on the market, and many of them, even with all of their success, have positions on their job and independence, yet they still struggle trying to find a male companion to see any worth in them. Basically, what has occurred is many of these women already know that most Black men consider them as a liability. So basically, what's going on in YouTube streets, a lot of men are schooling other men. And you have men, like O'Shea. You have men like Tommy Sotomayor. You have a lot of men that are coaching men and telling them, hey, these females, these, single moms, these single women, they're not worth you putting your time and energy into them. And especially if you are a woman that has responsibilities, if you have children, they definitely see Black women with children as a liability. And what is going on is a lot of Black women are getting hip to this, that they are being seen as a liability based on the fact that they have responsibilities from prior relationships. So let me tell y'all what these women are doing now. What they are doing is they're trying to find ways to overcompensate for their liability. They're using new tricks and using new methods in order for a man to not notice that they are a liability. So, like I stated, most Black men consider some of these women a liability. So now these women are finding ways to overcompensate for that, so men do not view them as being a liability. And these are just a few things that I'm state that women, that single women, single mothers. These are the new methods that they are using now in order for men to not believe that they are a liability factor. Again, if it doesn't apply, you don't have to reply. I'm not talking about all single women. I'm not talking about all single mothers. It's only certain ones. Now, what a lot of these females are doing now, women who know they pose as a liability, they are going into high paying jobs and careers. That is what some of these women are doing now. The truth of the matter is many single women, especially single mothers, already know that they are going to be perceived as a liability risk due to the fact that they have excessive responsibilities from prior relationships. The only way they can practically have people to overlook the fact that they are a liability, they get a career or a high paying job. Having a high paying job or a certain career level gives them a sense of pride, and it is also their way of covering up the fact that they are a single mother or they are a single woman with dysfunction. The way they look at it is, as long as I am making my own money, especially good money, he cannot perceive me as a liability risk because I'm not burdening him financially since I make my own money. So this is a lesson to you guys out here, because I don't want you men being manipulated. I don't want y'all being swindled. I don't want y'all being persuaded into believing that just because a woman makes good money, just because she has a good position on her job, that does not mean she is not a liability factor. Because some of these women are resorting to good paying jobs, they're resorting to high paying positions because that is their way of making you believe I'm not a liability. Guess what? I own my own hair shop. I own my own car wash company, or I am a top executive at a nursing facility, or I'm an administrator, over a certain company. I'm a CEO. A lot of these women are going into high paying careers on purpose because they want a man to feel like, as long as I'm making good money, I don't have any dysfunctional issues. Because if a woman makes good money and she's doing well financially, a man is more prone to kind of overlooking her dysfunction compared to a female that's broken down on her luck and living in the projects. 267. I ain't been to a hair shop in so long. I don't give them my money. I do my own hair. I don't give them my money. I haven't gone to hair shop in years. They charge too much to do simple hairstyles, and I'm just I do my own. But that's what you men have to be cautious of. Just because a woman makes good money, just because she has a high position in the workplace, That does not mean she is straight like that. That just means she makes good money. That don't mean she's less dysfunctional. King Boss says a lot have more baggage than benefits in a relationship. Ding, 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 ding. That is my point, King Bob. Don't be fooled by how much money some of these women make. Don't be fooled by the positions they have in the workplace. It does not matter if she's a head supervisor, a head manager. I don't care what her position is. It does not mean her benefits are going to compensate for her baggage. This woman may be dysfunctional. This woman may have narcissism issues. She's maybe a narcissistic. She may be bipolar. You better make sure her brains are straight. Do you know how many people work in high occupation positions and got more drama than a little bit? You know how you don't think successful people got issues? So don't let somebody's success and their financial status make you think that they're not dysfunctional. Um, Basically, these females, let me tell you what they're doing. They're getting smart. They're trying to be smart. They're trying to come up with they're coming up with new methods for you men to not think that they don't have issues. So as long as I'm making good money, as long as I have a high position on a job, he can't say that I'm a liability. He can't say that I'm broke and I need him to help me pay my bills. Yeah, but but the thing about it is, these women are doing that to cover up their dysfunction. Women are now realizing that men do not want to deal with females that have excess baggage. So now they're going for high paid occupations. And this is the truth. We hear it all the time on YouTube. Guys are telling, men are telling other men, stay away from women that are liabilities, stay away from single women, stay away from single moms, especially single mothers, because they're the ones that usually have the baggage compared to single women. But we hear it all the time, and this is nothing I'm making up. Guys say this all the time. We hear O'Shea talk about it. We hear Obsidian talk about it. We hear men talk about stay away from single moms all the time. So I don't know why some of these women get offended when I bring up single mothers, because these men been addressing that they're not checking for women who already have children from previous relationships. They don't care how good they look. They don't care how they don't want to wife them. Now, they don't have a problem with taking them to bed and all of that, and they'll tell them they look good, but they consider women with children a liability risk. So I'm not the only one saying this. So I don't know why some females get offended when I say it, when men say it all day long. So I'm just going by what I'm hearing in the streets from the brothers, because that's how I learn. I go to these guys' channels and I listen to them talk, and that's what they say. Don't deal with single mothers. Don't deal with them. They are a liability. So I mean, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. Making good money and having top-notch positions still does not define a woman, does not define the fact that a woman may have dysfunctional issues, especially when it comes to dealing with men. Bragging about their success and their jobs position is just a way of assuring men that they're not a liability risk. So I'm putting you guys on to game. The new trick that women are doing, and see, I'm schooling y'all, I'm giving y'all some information that a lot of women are not going to do. You guys, you men have to be careful, because now what women are doing, they're getting good jobs because that is their way of compensating for thought behavior. And the fact that they have excess baggage. Now they're getting good jobs. Okay. That's what they're doing. They're bragging and telling you how much money they make. They are bragging and telling you how successful. Don't fall for it. I'm telling you, men, do not fall for it. If a woman got to brag about how much money she makes, why is she doing that? Is it because she has something she's trying to hide? There's a dysfunction, there's an issue somewhere that she's trying to camouflage with all of the money she makes. Think deep, and you have to look beneath the surface. Don't look on top of the surface. Why is she doing that? Well, I make this much money. You know why? Because she knows she's a liability. She does not want you to focus on the fact that she's a liability risk. Because a woman that makes good money, she's not going to sit up here and tell no man what she does and how much money she makes. Now, it's one thing to acknowledge what kind of career would you do for a living. It's one thing to say, okay, I do work at, I'm a paralegal for a law firm, and I've been there for 30, 40 something years. And that's it. But if she has to constantly acknowledge what she does when she's in a setting of men, that already lets you know she's trying to compensate and cover up for a mental dysfunction somewhere. Oh, okay. All right, Royalty. I'm gonna check you out because I'm gonna shut things down soon. Bragging about their success. This is their way of trying to compensate to men that they are not a liability risk. Exactly, King Ba. It's a sucker bait. It's sucker bait. As long as I tell a man I got a head supervisor position, I'm making X amount of money, he's not going to look at my dysfunction. And because you men, y'all may, if you encounter a woman that's like a project chick, got 6, 7 kids, don't work anywhere, her dysfunction is going to be more obvious compared to the woman who has a good paying job. You're not going to notice her dysfunction as quickly as you would a female that's down on her luck. Do you get what I'm saying? Does that make any sense to anybody in the chat room? If not, let me know. I'll be glad to explain it a little bit more thoroughly. Eventually, now this is the catch. A single woman, a single dysfunctional woman, a single dysfunctional mother that has a good paying job does not mean she would not be a liability risk. Eventually, if she ends up in a long-term relationship with a man, no matter how much she tries to convince him in the initial beginning that she does not need his help, at some point she's going to look for it. If you guys think for a second, if just because a woman makes her own money, you think she's not going to look for you to spend yours? You really think she's not going to look for you to spend your money? She's doing that to bait you. You cannot follow up behind a woman's success stories. You can't follow up behind her top-notch level positions she has in the workplace. Like King Boss said, is sucker bait. This is the next thing, because a lot of you men are suckers for this. She will use her looks. You men have not learned yet that pretty can come with dysfunction. Pretty can come, booty and beauty could come with bipolar, narcissism, dysfunctional mental illnesses. What's up, freelance? Freelance says strong, educated, and successful is a deflection of a divert attention from a woman's poor personality traits. Focus on a woman's character, not her profession. The job is what she do, not who she is. Woo! I couldn't have said it more clearly. He just said everything that I've been saying. Don't focus on the woman's profession. You focus on her character. So what if she has a head position, supervisor, management, executive administrator? You can have all that and be crazy as hell. Now let's get to talking about these looks, because I'm about to school you men on some knowledge today. Men are very visual creatures by nature. So as long as a woman looks good, she has a better chances of getting a pass compared to an unattractive woman. Women know that they are a liability risk. Women that know they are a liability risk will go the extra mile to enhance and invest in their looks. This means that they will keep themselves in shape. Not all, because some of them will all be out of shape. She will even invest in surgery. Again, their looks is just another way of compensating for the fact that they are a liability risk and may pose as a woman with dysfunctionality issues. Usually, men who fall into this entrapment, by the time they find out how crazy or bipolar she is, it is usually too late, because she has played the role for so long that they were not able to pinpoint any dysfunction in the initial beginning of the relationship. Beauty does not compensate for crazy. A lot of you men are going to learn. I don't care how good her avatar picture looks. I don't care how much she loves to sit up here and post pictures about how she looks and what she plan on doing with her hair today. And she's been to the gym, and I'm going to Puerto Rico with the girls. We're going to go on a cruise this weekend. All of these fake shenanigans to make you overlook the fact that she is dysfunctional as hell. Sometimes the more good a woman looks, the more crazy she really is. You cannot take these type of females who claim to be so successful too hard. All it is bait, like King Boss said earlier. And again, her profession does not define what type of broad she is. Let me tell y'all something. I used to work at a nursing facility doing security. I was there for like 3 years. And there was this one particular female. She was really good at her job as a nurse. I will give her that. She was really good at what she did. But her attitude really stank. And she went so far as to getting surgery done with her body. She had she didn't have a big butt, so what she did was she had got all type of surgery enhancements done. She had got her a liposuction done. I mean, her surgery, whoever her surgeon was, he did a really good job. She wasn't built like a damn science project, because some of these women, they surgery jobs be botched. They be getting undercover jobs, undercover surgery jobs. These females be getting semen injected in their booties and stuff like that. You can tell she didn't do that. You can tell she went to a real surgeon. I mean, she did a really good job. Her body and everything looked good. I'll give it that. But this chick was so damn dysfunctional. This chick would come to the job some days in a good mood, and other days she was just snapping for no damn reason. She was just straight bipolar. I'm like, what's wrong with this chick? When we would get an alert, like if one of the residents fell or hurt themselves, we would have to dog on security and a nurse. We would have to go meet at the resident's house together. You know what I'm saying? To assist the resident. And this chick just had an attitude for no damn reason some days. I'm like, what is your problem? One day she'll smile and speak, and the next day she coming through the security gate with a damn attitude. I'm like, this broad, her moods changed more than Wendy Williams wigs. Up and down, up and down. Her mood swings was always fluctuating like a goddamn elevator. I'm telling you, some of these successful women, the elevator don't go all the way up. They are one sandwich away from a picnic. They are one donut away from a dozen of Krispy Kreme. They're not that bright. But what they do is they hide behind their profession. They brag about the profession they got because that is their way of having people to overlook their crazy. That's the thing about it. So you cannot be bamboozled, to all of you guys in here. Just because a female works a simple job, it does not mean that she has dysfunctionalities. And just because a woman works a high paying profession, it does not make her exempt from dysfunction. I know plenty of women in high places that got this that have mental illnesses, got a lot of issues. But you're not really going to know that until you really sit down and have a conversation, and you really have a real, solid conversation, and you really communicate with this type of female for an extensive amount of time. Eventually, over time, the crazy gonna sneak out. But the thing is, you got to see that before you take these females to bed, before you emotionally invest into them, you got to take the time to get to learn these dysfunctional minded broads, because there's some crazy in there. You have a lot of crazy women that are very smart, book smart. Some of them even have college degrees. Some of them even go to church faithfully. All of that. And it does not mean that they're not crazy as hell. Kingbot says fake body parts are only good for so long. Future medical liability. Yeah, a lot of that is going on. Especially if you ask a woman how long she has been single, um, that may speak volumes to you. She's been single for a long time, is probably a reason for that. Maybe men who have dated her have seen a crazy side. Find out through her baby daddies. Don't find out through her. Find out through her baby daddies what type of female she is. Because I'm telling you, the father of her children, he's going to be brutally honest. He's going to tell you the real deal. Now, you do have some dudes that lie, but for the most part, men don't lie and cover up stuff as frequently as women do. You want to know the truth about a female who has children? Get to know the father of her kids. If you see that she's giving him hell, if you observe her, aggravating him, irritating him, annoying him, you see he really don't deal with her. He doesn't reach out to her. He doesn't try to communicate with her. Now, it may be one of two factors. He could be just a bum ass dude who doesn't want to handle his business as a man, but it could also be the fact that she is a chaotic person. Some of these women are single mothers because the fathers of their children can't deal with them. They too messy, they too demanding, they too extra, they too bipolar. It's men who want to have a relationship with their children, but they can't because the woman is too dysfunctional. She's too messy. She's too chaotic. So if she has more than one child's father, that's a bit red flag. If she's, if none of the men if the father of her children don't really bubble with her like that, don't really deal with her like that, you'll be surprised. Pull him aside and ask him some questions. He may tell you some things that she's not going to. Because of course a woman is going to try to make herself like the victim. Well, I've always been a good woman, and I don't know why men leave me. I don't know why men don't want a relationship with me. I've always been a good woman. I've always had a good job. I always handle my business. I work out at the gym every weekend. She's going to tell you all the wonderful parts about her. If you really want to find out how dysfunctional a female is, talk to her baby daddy. He'll tell you. Or go to her family reunion, go to her family cookout. See how the women act in her family. That's going to give you a big indication on what you're really doing at. Yeah. Thin line between love and hate. Absolutely. Yeah. So I just wanted to do this particular content, with the Evelyn Lozada situation, because again, like I said, there's too many beautiful, successful women that are walking around here pretending that they got it all together. They're hiding behind their profession. They're hiding behind their college degrees. They're hiding behind their success. They're hiding behind things because they don't want people to peep they're crazy. They don't want people to notice their dysfunction. They don't want people to uh, be able to feel them and smell them out and see that they really have issues. So just be careful, be cautious of these type of women. Any woman who is really sure of herself, she doesn't have to brag about, what she does. She's not overly posting everything about her life. Women who have to post everything about their life on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, that's a dysfunction. No woman should be posting everything about herself every day. Posting things that's not important. Oh, look at me today. I'm wearing a ponytail today. Oh, look at me today. I'm going to the grocery store to get potatoes. Oh, look at me today. I'm going to work because I have a job. That's thirst quenching. You making thirst moves. If you really a good woman, guess what? A man is going to notice that whether you post several things or not. You don't have to be on Front Street and acknowledge what you do, acknowledge what you got. I'm not saying that a woman shouldn't be proud of herself and shouldn't acknowledge her accomplishments. Yeah, IG models, yeah, them the main ones, 267. Those are the main ones. They are the worst. They're the main ones. A real woman not gonna sit there and post every damn thing about her life every goddamn day. Look at me. I just got out the shower. I just washed my hair with herbal essence. Look at me. I'm going to take a walk to the gym. Look at me. I'm going to the beauty salon and get some cocoa butter. All is doing the most because you are lacking attention. No dudes are checking for you like that. Somebody said it in the post yesterday. A woman that's used to getting confident compliments. When you're a woman and you're used to compliments, you don't look for compliments. You don't look for compliments as much. A woman that's used to getting attention on a regular, she's not always seeking it. So when a woman has to constantly post herself on YouTube and Instagram and social media, that's because you're not getting any real attention in real life. Ain't no way in the world a real woman that has a top-notch position got time to be on YouTube all day. And it does not matter if a person is taking pictures of their job. Hell, they could be going to an appointment and taking pictures talking about this where I work at, this what I do for a living. It's so much fake front flexing on these social media streets. You can always tell an inconfident woman. Like an inconfident man is going to be flashing his money, flashing what kind of car he drives. A man that's really about that life. What's up, Thalia? Good to see you. A man that's really secure himself. He ain't got to, you know, make himself a thought target. What's up, Sonnies? He don't have to make himself a thought target. Sitting up here talking about, oh, what he got, how much money. A man, let me tell you, men with money, the last thing they want to do is draw pigeons to them. It's always the dudes that's really broke that talk about all kind of money they got because they want to draw a pigeon. Same thing with females. It's always the insecure females that got to always let you know what she got, what she doing. Look at me today. This is what I was gonna do with my new outfit today. Look at me. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to Starbucks to get a mocha latte. God damn, your life is that pathetic. Well, you got to keep telling people what you're doing. You got to keep changing avatar pictures. All this to get attention. I'm telling you, I blame all you guys on YouTube. What's up, Jay Shine? I'm going to do YouTube with my guys very soon. I've been doing it with the ladies. I got to get with Jay Shine and AJ. I got to get with my dudes. I got to do a panel with y'all. Y'all dudes, y'all have created these thirst traps because these women are lacking attention in real life. They got to come on Facebook and YouTube now. Now they come in here to get all the attention. And it's all you guys' faults. You men, it's y'all fault because y'all been giving them pet names. What's up, boo? What's up, boo? What's up, Caribbean food play? Exactly, royalty. These females get a few pet names and swear these dudes checking for them like that. And all you got, and again, you guys be playing with these females, and you know these females y'all be flirting with, y'all is not going to try to wife them and be with them like that. Y'all just be flirting with these women on YouTube and Facebook. Y'all know good damn well y'all not going to give these females the time of day, especially if she tells you she has children. You know that. Yeah, I got to do a panel with the guys. I was supposed to been do it. I haven't gotten around to it. I'm gonna see if I can get with all the guys Friday. I'm gonna send AJ and Jay Shine and Cool Jen. I'm gonna send a couple of them a link because I really want to do at least one session with the guys or whatever. Because I need these guys to help me understand why so many of these females on YouTube got this delusional confidence that they are prime, that they are top prime selection. You guys are up here boosting up females. Y'all know y'all won't even take the Starbucks. Y'all won't even take her to Red Lobster for a cheddar biscuit. But y'all will sit up here in the chat room and tell her how fine and good she looks. Y'all ain't gonna ask for no number. Y'all ain't gonna try to date her. Y'all ain't gonna do none of that. Okay, just hit me in Discord. I don't think I have Discords anymore, Jay Shine, because I got an older phone, so all I can't install but so many apps in there. So if you could just shoot me your email or whatever, that'd be good. Cause I don't think I have Discord anymore. I think brothers curving them, but they have way across the country. Yeah, a lot of these dudes that be boosting up is dudes that already got main women who already in relationships, already got wives and stuff. It be guys that's already with somebody that just like to play flirt on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing deep to it. It's these females that's taking it deeper than what it is. But again, y'all, don't be deceived by a woman's profession. I don't care how much money she makes. I don't care what job she works at. I don't care what her title is in the workplace. I don't care if she's an executive director, she's an executive administrator, she's the CEO. That she could be the CEO of crazy. She could be the CEO of bipolar. She could be the CEO of narcissism. Crazy as hell. And you could always spot a crazy broad because she's always beefing for no reason. Real women ain't gonna sit up there and beef day in and day out. Let me tell you guys something. If you are in the YouTube chat room, you on social media, and you see a female constantly beefing with women, red flag, stay away from her. She crazy. She got a short fuse somewhere. She's not bright somewhere. Because ain't no way in the hell a woman need to be getting bent out of shape and so angry over another female she doesn't even hardly goddamn know just because there's a difference in opinion on social media. Anytime you have a female that's acting like that, I'm telling you, she crazy. Stay away from her. Ain't no grown woman with real common sense gonna sit up there and go back and forth all day with somebody on social media. You see a female beefing with another woman, or you see her beefing with other men who call her out on her bullshit, that already lets you know she's trouble. She got issues. Most women in high positions are Looney Tunes. Most of them are. That don't and that really, and I don't knock anybody. I think it's a great thing for a woman to get in a position, because women, a lot of us, we don't get that blessing of being able to be in a high ranked position, but that still does not justify your crazy. I don't give a rat's ass what you are. If you CEO, you still could be crazy. What's up, Miss Kiki, baby? What's up, boo? And women who work, and a lot of us as women who work with women that's in position, we can tell you, most women who are in high positions, they are nasty, they are arrogant, they are bigoted, they are bossy. The last job I was at, the one female that they finally did promote, when she did get that promotion, she was just as evil as it came. People was quitting left and right. Once she got in a position, people was quitting. Some people get a little authority and they abuse it. Especially women, and who I'm gonna tell you the type of women who really are the worst. Women who don't have a man, oh my gosh, they are the worst ones to be an authority over somebody. They're the worst ones because they take that frustration and misery out on other women, especially if women that are working underneath them have somebody. Women underneath them are married, or women underneath them that are engaged or have a solid relationship. I've always seen women, single women in top-notch positions, give women that have a man a hard time. Or they could be in a position and they got a man, but the man they got is making their life so damn miserable. And they come on the jobs and they take it out on everybody around them. Women have become addicted to attention. Yeah, exactly, Jay Shine. And a lot of them need the detox off of that. Exactly. It's gotten so bad, women don't want to work for other women. And you ain't never lied. I really can't stand working for other women. They get a little position, cause they get a little entitlement, and they really think now they God's gift to people. You can't even be happy for women like that when they do get in a position like that. You can only be happy for the humble ones. But the ones who get in that position and now they being nasty and they got their nose up in the air and they looking down on people. I mean, and most women in here in this chat room could relate and understand that. Some of these females get a position, you don't want to work for these broads. Just miserable. Yeah, I totally understand that, Miss Kiki. My last job was like that. My last job was like that. Me and the female, we was real cool. And our supervisor had quit on us at the last minute. And they gave all us an opportunity to apply to become a supervisor there. And what ended up happening was we told her to apply because we wanted somebody from the inside to apply. We didn't want somebody, an outsider, coming there and shuffling the deck and changing things. And good thing she did not get that position. And the crazy part was she had been there every bit of 11, 12 years and she didn't get the position. They ended up giving that position to a new person that just came there who was non-black. That's the most appropriate way I could say it. They gave it to a non-black individual. And good thing that they gave it to her because once me and her fell out, she tried. She ended up getting me fired, and then she got fired 2 days later after me. Now, had she been in a higher position, she probably wouldn't have been able to get terminated. Yeah, I can't do sisters. I can't work for them. I really can't. Some of them are real cool, but most of them, nah, they get a position. You can't tell them nothing. They feel they could treat people any kind of way. I've seen an older black female manager bully the cute, attractive younger female workers. Yes, there I actually there when I was doing housekeeping, there when I was doing housekeeping, we had a head supervisor that was built like a Greyhound bus who literally threw all her weight around. Literally. She reminded me of Shirley from What's Happening. That's just how she used to, that's just how she looked. I mean, just not only big, but a big ego. Not only she was big in waist size, but she was big in ego. Looking like Shirley, talking to people all kind of way. And then somehow her business started surfacing around the job that her husband wasn't laying her no pipe. That's what we found out. She had wanted to get a child from her husband so bad, and she couldn't get one from him because he would not take her to bed. Hardly. Yeah. And why she was always pitching a bitch fit all the time. She wasn't getting laid. And that's a problem with a lot of females. I notice a lot of females who are not getting laid or extra evil. They go around starting and provoking fights because, you know, they got all this adrenaline built up in them and they have to take it out on somebody. Not getting laid enough will make any woman evil. To be frank with you, a lot of them are not going to say that. But women that are not getting regular sexual healing daily, these are the main ones that are quick to pop attitudes and provoke fights because they are angry. They got too much built up inside of them. They need to be relieved. They need to be released. On the most fights video, yeah, they're always on the fight videos. And if you notice the fight video, it's always the big Bertha chick that's fighting the pretty petite one. It's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get ready to shut it down. Again, I don't know what's going to happen with this Evelyn Lozada situation. This may be curtains for her. She made that monkey comment. I don't know. Do y'all in here think Evelyn is going to get a pass with this monkey comment she made? Yes, so true. And the women I work with haven't had any in years. They're so involved in all the drama and mess in their office, and they are all over 60. I promise you, a woman who don't get no pipe, she ain't gonna act right. I'm telling you, that's why they got all day to be drama. They was getting laid regularly. They wouldn't be entertaining all the shenanigans on YouTube and Facebook. That's a lot of them problem. I wish I could start a Renedict services. I may need to start a Renedict services and rent some penises for some of these females out here. Maybe they'll chill the hell out if they kitty was getting stroked regularly. And that's how I feel, Miss Kiki. Evelyn has done too much, man. That woman in her 40s. I think she's about 42, 43, and you still around here, doing that high school mess. You calling other black women monkeys? Are you serious? Bravo ain't bro. If Bravo let that slide, I would really be shocked. I've been over Basketball Wives. I've been over these reality shows. I might have to send some referrals to Jay Shine. Yeah, these reality shows, they done got messy, man. Evelyn done put a foot back in her mouth again. Um, Only we will see how this will turn out. What's up, Poetic? What's up, boo? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, so I don't know, y'all. I think Evelyn dropped the ball this time. You know, like I said, I've been tired of these reality shows. I only watch a select few. I don't watch them all. You know what I mean, or whatever, because I feel like a lot of them are scripted. Not for you paying for the flight. Yeah, but definitely, I've been on here about an hour and some change, so I'm going to get ready to shut it down. But again, for anybody who's interested in receiving cable, I'm selling over 6,500 channels for only $25 a month. You must have high-speed internet and an Amazon Fire Stick. I can turn your cable on today for you if you have an Amazon stick. If you are paying Direct TV, Dish Network, Comcast Spectrum, whoever your local cable provider is, if your bill is over $100, I can make your life a little easier. If you hit me up on my email, and I could submit you, open you an account and start your cable services today if you are interested. So I'm just trying to save y'all a little bit of money. 267, if you're interested in getting cable, what's your email? Give it to me. If anybody's interested in cable, this would be the time to give me y'all email so I can hit y'all up and submit y'all this information. Yeah, you get free pay-per-view events. You get all the sports packages, NBA, NFL, um, horseback racing, red zone, you get the works. You get all your premium networks. I think you get like 6, 7 HBOs, like 14 Cinemaxes. You get like 8 stars. You get a whole package. Okay, let me see. Let me see. What 267? Did you sent that to my email? Did you email me your email? Because I don't see it on here. Yeah, so anybody who's interested, yeah, I can cut you, I can help you cut your cable bill today. Cause I know the majority of y'all cable bill is over $100. Okay, all right, I'm gonna inbox you when I get ready to log off. So yeah, for anybody who's interested in saving some money, you tired of these cable companies that are ripping off your pockets and ripping you off or whatever. Long as you have high speed internet of 20 mega gigabytes per second or more, and as long as you got an Amazon Fire Stick, I can connect your cable today. Um, for those of you who want to know where to get an Amazon Fire Stick, Walmart sells them. Best Buy sells them. You can get Amazon Fire Sticks online. They was on sale for 30. I think they went up to 40. If you want more than one cable on your TV, I advise you to get more than one Amazon stick. If you got 3 TVs, you might want to get 3 Amazon sticks. You got 5 TVs, you might want to get 5 Amazon sticks and stuff. So yeah, if you want that, I could accommodate that. My cable is only $25 a month for 6,500 channels. That is up to 2 devices. If you want 3 devices, then it'd be 30. And I actually have a special today. Let me see, for anybody who decides to sign up today, I'll go ahead and give you 3 devices for $28. So I'll knock it down another $2. So we can do that. We can make some exceptions to the rule. So yep, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to shut it down. Again, this is your girl, Lady Mocha. Remember, I'm gonna always pour you a cup of truth, and I'm gonna always bake you off a slice of knowledge. Y'all be blessed. Later.